Now inheritance, class 12 inheritance, I already given the notes. From there only I am explaining, you better study from there. So inheritance specially you use it when there are multiple classes. There inheritance minimum 2 classes should be there. So this is one inheritance you see here, and inheritance, the name itself, it is saying the inheritance means the characteristics of the parents or of, it goes to the offspring. Or characteristics, like here in the parents characteristic goes to the offspring, or here it is the grandparents, parents, offspring, like that. But here there is no all these things are there, but here we have the base class. Here in one class means there is some method and there are some function and then some variables are there. Here also there will be some methods and variables. But here there are 3 keywords are there. One is the public, another one is the private, and another is the protected. These keywords are very essential here. If you write any keyword or any variable the public, that means then that can be inherited. Like here it is a base class, this is the derived class. Now I am connecting with this, and the main function will be generated from here. And now once it connect, the base class, the area will be bigger area. Means the, if you write it, means that this base class A, this derived class is the B, base class is the A. Now once you connect it, that means what will happen, this base class will get access of the A classes data. Now if the A classes data are public, then only B can get all the data. If the data are private, in the base class mention the data type or method type is a private, then this B class cannot get the data. This private data only for the A class. And even if it is protected, then protected data can be also moved. But when it is a multi-level inheritance, there are some restrictions are there. But only you have to only see only the public and the private protected. There are not much use. It is not much. It is just like the public only to use. But here, if the multi-level inheritance, there the protected, you can see some difference. So here this is your concept. Now the base class data can be derived from the. You can move on to the derived class. Now why we are using this inheritance? Because see, when you write it in the A class A, you wrote one program, there are all classes, it tested, it is giving correct result. Now the same class, if you make use of it in the B class, so instead of writing it once again, you just connect it, you just call the class, then you don't have to. This is called the reusability of the class. So your time will be saved, money also will be saved. So, but in a small program, we will not get that difference. But when it is used in a large scale, so say where you are writing one class, A class, that means for months you are taking to complete that class, quite full of information, coding are there. So that class, you can utilize it without, in the B class, when you are writing B class, you see the some portion of that A class functions can be utilized, can be used. So once again writing it there or bring it here means movement of function code from here to here. So it is not good concept here, there will be chances of mistake. So just to connect that class and make the function the public, so that function can be accessed easily by the B class. So this is the concept of inheritance. So this concept should be clear. This is a single inheritance, one base class, one derived class. This is called the derived class, and the main function will be created in the derived class, not in the base class. Now here this is a multiple inheritance. See here A, B, C, there are 3 base classes and 1 derived class. All 3 classes data can be collected, can be connected together, and you can connect it to the derived class. Multiple inheritance we don't use in the Java language. This is C++ and all they are quite used, but the multiple inheritance are not there in the Java. Now here multi-level inheritance. The base class, derived class of A and derived class of B. You see here, this is a nice. This is the concept. Here parents, grandparents, parent and the child. So there means A class, the data, whatever data here, whatever you are writing as a public, that can B class can access. Whatever data can be written as a public, that C class can access. So that way it is can access. The C class can access the B class data as well as the A class data. So there are 3 levels are there. This is called multi-level inheritance, and this is a hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance from one base class, this is a base class, there are so many derived classes are there. All the derived classes accessing the A classes, base classes data. This is called hierarchical inheritance. So here, specially, we don't have to, in your class 12, we don't have to study quite hard one. Little bit concept one program on multi-level inheritance. I have given you in the assignment in the website. You better see it there, that program. And another one, the single inheritance. Specifically, two programs I will write it and I will explain. So there are 2-3 programs I will give you in the single inheritance. What last 4, 5 years, 7 years it is coming. That only we will do it. Now I will write the program and explain. Inheritance with super keyword. This question also, this program also I have given you. Just I am explaining out here. So class name, class calculate. Class calculate. There are 3 variables: length, breadth, and height. And then the calculate. There is one function. This is an instance variable. This is calculate. This is the constructor. Double L, double E, and double F. So length equal to D. Initializing the instance variable. Length equal to D. Breadth equal to E, and height equal to F. Now this class closing here, remember this. So this is your class, this is closing here. This is your base class. Now this is your derived class. This is your base class completed. Here it is your base class, and another one is your derived class. So this is the base class here, and then class compute. This is the class compute extends calculate. So this extends keyword you have to use it. EX, EN, DS extends, all are short small letters. Extends calculate. Now here double volume, one more extra instance variable are there, and then here also this is on compute. This is extends calculate. So compute class name is the compute. This is instance variable. This one your constructor. Compute double D, double E, double F, double G. See here only one variable we use here, whereas there are 4 variable I am using it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only extra. So this one D, E, F. Out of that, this C here I am using super D, E, F. This is the way. This super D, E, F means D, E, F. We get the values from here. Length, breadth, and height. This D, E, F here, D, E, F are there. So this D, E, F will be used. We will get the values from there only. And remaining the volume are there. That will be the G. So vol equal to G. So this is the way the super keyword is used. So it is taking help only. There are 4 instances. Because 4 variables are there, out of that one instance variable, remaining 3 variables are getting from their previous class with the help of super keyword, super DEF. Then volume equal to G, this is only one initializing out here, and then volume what another function is there in this class only, that is the system dot out println, and the result is just we are multiplying length, breadth, height, and volume. So and then that is this class is closed here. This class also is closed out here. Remember this. This is 2 class closing here, and now there is a main function. This main function can be written inside this class also. I have totally came out, made it another class, that is class C12, and now from there I am calling, or this main function public static void can be written inside this class and can be called also. Now this is public static void main string arrays. Compute C1. This compute is actually, this is compute is the, this one is the here compute. This compute is the, this is the derived class. Derived class you have to call the derived class. Derived class we call the base class. So then we are generating the object in the derived class. So compute C1 equal to new compute, and we are giving the values 1, 2, 3, 4 values we are giving, and then compute there are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 variables are there. So 4 variables values I am giving, and then we are calling C1.1. See how it is being using it, and now this way it will work. Now you have to generate the this one from there, object from here. This is C1 is the object, and you can execute from here. Now next class I will give you one final exam question papers, how this super keyword is being used, and exactly same type of question with the help of super keyword coming last 3-4 years, more than that 5 years coming. So next class we will do one more like that.